Do I tell the story about the time the cops came to my house at 2 a.m. when I was playing Dota 2?
Well, I mean, I guess you have to now.
So back at like 4 or 5 years ago,
Uh-huh.
my roommate literally lived in my closet, like physically
Cool,
lived
yeah.
in that closet. We lived in a
Yeah, yeah.
studio. Two guys living in a studio apartment. You do what you gotta do what you gotta do. This house is a mess right now because two people in a room, and we just had D&D like the night before, and this is my day off, and I slept most of the day. So yeah, I'm just playing Dota 2, you know, supporting the bottom that I am. Okay, so I'm like, all right, whatever, and I open the door, like, hello, officer. Now, mind you, it's 2 in the morning. I am wearing a dirty shirt and basketball shorts. I look like I was caught doing drugs. I was tired and angry. And he kind of pokes his head at me. I look at him. He's like, "Hey," he's like, "I'm looking for this girl." It shows you like some super blurry fucking photo of this girl. Like it's like looks like maybe 14 or 15-year-old black girl. And I'm like, "Sir, I've been in my house all day. This is my one day off, and I literally woke up like 6 hours ago." So he looks at me. He's like, I go, "Do you want to look around the house?" Because I don't care. It's a studio. It's gonna take like 5 minutes. He's like, "Yeah." I should not have offered that. Because as I did that, as he walked in, my house is a mess. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I think about this for a second. I remember I have a roommate who lives in my closet as this is happening. Okay, Matt's back. Hello. To get to, so I have like, you know those like metal sliding doors that are for closets? I have a full ass walk-in closet. So I knock on it, hey Ethan, get up. He's fucking headphones on. I can just see him in those headphones. And I'm like banging the door. I'm like, Ethan, come out of the room. He does not hear me. I pull the door off the hinges. I'm like, get out of here. There's a cop here. There's an officer. There's a fed at the door.
Officer.
So I'm like, hey, look, the cops are here. Put a fucking shirt on. So I told him and I just look at him and like he looks at me and like he's like, okay. So he's talking to his girlfriend at the time too. It's kind of great. Oh, but so anyways, cop looks around. He's like, "That's weird." I'm like, "Yeah, you do what you got to do, you know." He's over here judging us for it.
Judgy pants.
And he finds nothing. There's nothing there, because of course there's nothing there. My roommate is like basically poor as they come at the time, and then I'm like, I barely make it by. So we're like, you know, two guys live in a studio. You do what you got to do. So the guy leaves. I go back to my computer. I'm like, and my best friend Sanari and my other friend Jero are just like listening to this whole ass thing, and they're just laughing at me. And because me being black, they're making a like, oh, the guy's profiling the black man. I'm like, yeah, it's cool, whatever. Do you guys want to play more Dota? That was my real mistake. So I start a game, and then like 30 minutes later, there was another knock at the door, and I'm like, what the fuck is here now? This is an officer again. I'm like, whatever. So I get up, walk back to the door. Mid-match, by the way, so we lost this match. I had to fucking go. They paused it, but like, whatever. Knock on the door. Open the door. I'm like, hello? There's two people here this time. They're like, hi, we're the FBI. And I'm like, motherfucker. So the cop got the FBI involved now. And I'm like, hello. How are you today? They're like, yeah, we're looking for this girl. We claim we got to ping her in this area. I'm like, cool. That doesn't really affect me. Well, what's up? We think they might have used your internet to go by. I'm like, well, that would require them coming in and getting my password. And I haven't seen anyone all day, especially since I work evenings and late nights. But I had the day off and I haven't left the house, along with my roommate. Neither one of us have left the house today. You know, I just want them to leave because I'm tired and don't want to deal with this.
Understandable.
And they go, well, can we search the premises? And I'm like, I know they don't have a warrant. They can't actually search if they had wanted to. So they come around. I have to get my roommate out of the room again. I'm like, open the door. The feds are here. So I'm like, yeah, the FBI's here. And it's like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, I didn't do shit. I'm like, walking while black? I should let my roommate forever answer the door because he's like the whitest guy of the two of us. He's just white. He looks white. If you didn't know, he's Korean. By the way, the cop was easily 5'2". I remember I'm 6'4", towering above them. So I'm a solid 1.5 feet over this person, this guy and lady. The lady was like slightly shorter than them, so I'm like, that's my judgment height. And so yeah, that goes on, and they come in, they search the place once again, and this lady, this bitch, criticizes the soda can. Mind you, there are 2 soda cans in this house. One on the living room table where the D&D table was because I didn't feel like picking it up, and one at my desk. It's like, oh my gosh, such a mess here. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck did you say about my house?
Question is, Rowan, what kind of soda?
When Dixie checks soda.
What? Oh,
There's
no
like
wonder
4
they're
of 'em.
judging you. You filthy degenerate.
So yeah, they search the place and everything's fine. They go back to their car. They're like, yeah, we're gonna go back to our car and check something real quick. And I'm like, okay, whatever, sure, who cares? And then my roommate comes out of his room. He's like, hey, I'm gonna take the trash out. I'm like, okay. 2 minutes later, I'm like, oh, that's a bad idea. And it clicks in my brain. I'm like, no! And he's already gone. I'm like, fuck my life. Hey, did you guys just go throw something out? I'm like, oh my fucking god, it was the trash. And I just realized he threw the trash out. And I'm just like screaming on the inside. Like, they're gonna fucking be here all night at this rate.
But they're looking for a missing girl, so it's like, what? What? Like, check into the floorboards, I guess. I don't know. Where are you gonna hide shit?
Second floor of an apartment complex. It's a studio. There's nowhere to hide in here. I'm like, do you want to check the cupboards? They're right here. Have fun. They come back in the house. They're like, hey, I need you guys to take us back to the trash where you threw it out. And I'm just like, motherfuckers. So my roommate has to walk with them all with the trash. And I'm just chilling with like the officer, like the guy. And he's like, so you really need to see her? I'm like, sir, it is 2:30 a.m. on a Thursday. Why the fuck would I give a shit about this? I went to class yesterday and I'm like, why would I ruin my life by fucking helping a girl run away from home who I do not know on a Facebook page I do not use? To this point, I had not used my Facebook page for like 8 years because I don't use Facebook. I have it, but I just do not use it because it has my real name on it, so I don't even bother. I sat there for like 10 minutes with this guy and I was like shooting the shit. I know my roommate left his phone out there and he's on a call with his girlfriend, so she could also, in case she needed to call the cops, which wouldn't make sense because I'm on the phone with the cops. I'm
Call the
screwed.
cops. The cops got Royan.
So they come back, nothing happens of it. And they go, does anybody else technically use this internet? And I'm like, and I'm thinking right now, do I throw my other friends that live across the apartment complex under the bus at 2:30 a.m.? And I said yes.
Oh my! Oh, you're awful. You're
And I'm like,
actually the worst.
I'm like, you know what? I want them to suffer with me. So
That's fair. I respect it. I respect it now.
I am
go, baby.
going, and to this night, I know I am going to hell for this because I got up. I'm like, yes, my lovely friends, Bimmy and Mimi across the way, they're technically attached to this internet, but I'm pretty sure they have not been here in like a week. And they're like, can you bring them over there? And I'm like, sure. So I put on my shoes and I walk them over there, taking the longest route possible. I walk them all around this apartment. And they look at me, because on the way back, I purposely walk back the longest way just to be annoying. Because, you know, fuck them.
Yeah. Let them know.
And so I knock on the door and I'm like, hey, the police came to my door. And then, God bless Bimmy. He's wonderful. He's a wonderful individual. He's so sweet. He's also actual manly as well. All my friends are short, by the way. So yeah, they talked. Oh wait, the ad starts in No. Okay, I have to run an ad. Fuck you, ads. Damn you, ads. Okay, real quick. So yeah, in the end, nothing happened because nothing fucking happened. I get home at like 3:30. You know, after walking them around the fucking apartment complex as slow as possible. Get back home. Go back to playing Dota for like 20 minutes. I'm like, I want to go to bed. I'm fucking tired. And they're like, yeah, fair enough. They're just laughing at me this whole ass time. Like, I hate both of you. They played 2 Dota matches while the time I was gone. I thought I died. So that happened. The lady judged our house as well. Fuck her. You bitch.